Hey guys, Javier here with the Real Javier Novoa channel, a platform and a modality where we apply the principles of interiorism to rapid lifestyle transformation. Interiorism is going to make you rich. We can promise you that, guys, because if you apply the principles that we're going to be teaching in the next few videos, that I teach in my coaching, that we're giving to the world now, you will be rich. And by rich we mean being able to set your own schedule, being able to acquire what you want when you want to, what you need when you need them, the goods that you need when you need them, and to be able to work from whichever location that you desire or not work, guys. It's the principles of interiorism that are going to get you there, and we're going to show you how in the next few videos. I've been trading Bitcoin over the past few days, over the past few weeks, and I talked about in some previous videos. Yesterday I got stopped out. It had gone up as high as 69,000, then it crashed back to 61. I got stopped out. It has since gone up. I'm actually trading an ETF, which is a 2 times leverage on Bitcoin. It's called BITX, and it had gotten to 55, and I had set a stop at 50, which was still a significant profit from where I had bought it, somewhere in the 30s, and I got stopped out. Remember, if you're a trader, and of course I'm not an investment advisor by any means, but you have to study this. If you're trading, always put a stop loss. Cryptocurrencies are very volatile. It's my macro theory that cryptocurrency is going to go higher over time. First of all, because they're halving the subsidy to Bitcoin miners. And you can research that. It's all over the internet. Usually for arranging the ledger of Bitcoin, people called miners basically verify blocks and put these blocks into chains, and they're rewarded for that with a certain number of Bitcoins. That's going to be cut in half here in April. That's going to make the currency more scarce. It's going to be a higher stock to flow ratio, and therefore the value should go up, as well as a faltering confidence in the dollar, guys, a faltering confidence in paper currencies. I believe that a digital currency standard with Bitcoin at the crest of that is going to be happening in the future. When that does happen, prices are going to stabilize, but until then, there's an opportunity to make a lot of money in this. Of course, do your own research. Don't listen to anybody. Make trades and investments that are suitable for you. But why am I talking about this in a video on interiorism? Of course, this is about getting rich. And a big part of getting rich is going to be investing as opposed to spending. Neville Goddard said that his wife had a dream, and she said, never spend, always invest. This goes with money, this goes with time, this goes with actions. Ask yourself not how can I consume, ask yourself how can I invest in assets that will then yield me consumables that I can consume without exhausting the asset. That goes into what we talked about last night. The rich do not work for money, guys. It's not about your net worth. It's not about being a millionaire, although millionaire has as a connotation financial independence, so we may use it in these videos. But it's about generating assets that really, no matter how they're valued in the day-to-day manic market, they will yield you cash flow, and they will yield you consumable goods. It's basically like an apple tree, which will yield you apples for the rest of your life. But we'll be talking more about that later. What I wanted to talk about in this video, it's getting hot in here. I'm going to turn on my fan here. And forgive the noise. We are upgrading the studio, but it is very hot. But I was thinking about, in relation to the volatility of assets and the rules of trading. Of course, the rules of trading, you always want to have an exit plan, you always want to set a stop loss. But what you want to do is you rate everything actuarially. And what that means is every good trader knows that, say, out of a block of 20 trades, you're going to miss 50% or even 75%, but you're going to win in the 25%. And if you're intelligent and if you stay in the game, that 25% is going to more than exceed the losses that you have in the 75%. And why are the 75% or the 50% probably going to be losses? You want to limit your losses. It's because the more basic concept of action. And we talked about action in previous videos. But from an interiorist perspective, there is no action or non-action. There's no difference. So when you imagine, you're actually taking action. Ludwig von Mises also talks about this in Economic Thought. Thought is action as well, and that's why we can set up logical principles for human action, which we call praxeology, because action is an offshoot of thought. They are related. In fact, they're the same thing. So whether or not you're taking action, whether you're not taking physical action, you're always taking action. I hope you understand me just a little bit. So it's always about action. And in every action, what you're trying to do, as Abraham Hicks teaches us, is get into alignment with the vibration that you want. And it takes some trial and error. You're not going to get into alignment immediately. If you were on this physical scene, on this film roll, if you were to get into alignment immediately, it would be a very boring ride, because you'd say, I want money, oh, it's there. I want a lover, it's there. I want food, it's there. I want it, it's there. It's right in front of you. You're automatically transported to where you want to be. You don't have to take any action. That's going to be a very boring life, guys. It's not why we came. We came to this world to actually experience that gap between what we want and where we are, and then to narrow the gap. That's why we came. It's the fun of life. So in this action-based universe, in this action-based film role, this is what I want to basically get at in this video. It's actuarial, which means that over time you're going to benefit, and you're going to go up, and you're going to attain what you want. And that's another key element here. Time. But over time, which means that we don't care about the results of any one action. Like, for example, when I make a trade, I really don't care whether it's a losing or winning trade, as long as I'm following my strategy. As long as I know exactly how much I'm going to lose most of the time, I'll put a stop loss on there. It's that I know when I want to take profit. Sometimes I'll even make a limit order there, so that it'll sell when I get to my profit. Even take your profits too soon. That's a safe approach, and it's talked about in books like the Zurich Axioms. It's a great book also on investing. I'm going all over the place here, but I want to tie this in with this. It doesn't matter what happens right now on this one. That means that you just go and you take the action that you think is necessary. You take the next step, as Vadim Zeland said. Taking the next step, not caring about the outcome. You don't give a damn about the outcome of this step. Why? Because you know that the more steps you take, actuarially, you're going to win. And you can see all those steps as one big step, and that means every step you take is a winning step. It's how we use time. And when I did that great interview with a billionaire, and you can see that on our channel, Trevor Blake, who's a great scion of the pharmaceutical industry. We had a whole interview with him. And one of the things I asked him is, what is the essence of this? What is the key element of manifesting? And he said, it's time. And remember, time doesn't exist because there's only one, and we know in interiorism that only one exists. There's one consciousness, so there cannot be a separation, because time, remember, is a function of space and traversing over that space, or some other existent moving in relation to that space. For example, the hands on a clock. Time is an illusion. Therefore, you can use time as you wish. Therefore, you have to make time an ally to your becoming wealthy. So time is going to make you rich. And we can see this from a number of different angles. First of all, we look at Marcus Aurelius, and we look at the great Stoic philosophers who said, remember, do good because you don't have unlimited time. It's true. You don't have unlimited time on this earth in this film role. Your mind does not have an unlimited time. As one great, I believe, Stoic philosopher was saying, your brain has an expiration date. It's not always going to be sharp on this film role. But the only benefit of thinking like that is when you're not doing what you know you should do, which means you're not committing yourself 100% to your dreams. If you're not committing yourself 100% to your dreams, and you're just following the beat of the drummer, you're going through the motions, and you're going to a job because you think, oh, I have to work, and you're going to a stupid staff meeting, know that your time is limited. Do you really want to spend your limited time doing this stuff that you know you don't like and that you know you could do better? In that case, it's good to look at time shortage. But now when you're in the mode of pursuing your dreams, when you're in the mode of getting rich, now you have to flip it because you know that time is an illusion. And now you have to take the approach of, you know what? I have a lot of time. I'm an eternal being. Even if you're 67 years old, even if you're 70 years old, you have to tell yourself, I'm going to live till I'm 120. I have a lot of time. For example, if you're a trader, many traders get blown out of their accounts. They wipe out their accounts because they believe I have to make a lot of money fast because I want to make up for lost time. In that case, you have to use time as an ally and say, no, I have a lot of time. And ironically, and this is an axiom, in fact, this is going to be one of the axioms of interiorism. The more quickly you want to accomplish something, the more time you have to give yourself. It's a well-known old wives' statement that you have to slow down to speed up. And it's very true, guys. If you say, I have to make $10,000 in 2 weeks, you're going to screw yourself up, and you're probably not going to do it. You're probably going to lose money. But if you use this trick of manipulating time, of rearranging time and making it your ally, you have in the back of your mind that my intention is having this $10,000 in 2 weeks. And you can even do what Neville Goddard taught. Imagine yourself 2 weeks hence, and imagine yourself now with that $10,000 in your hand. You know you have it. But then, while you're trying to right brain find ways to generate that $10,000, you're journaling about it. Don't give yourself a time limit of 2 weeks. You say, you know what? I'm going to make $10,000 when it's ripe and ready to come. Now, what are some ways I can take a first step to that? What's a way I can make $1 today? What's a way I can make $10 today? And I promise, starting out slow, you will get it quicker. And that's something that's very hard for people to understand, especially younger people who are just getting started with this modality. So, look at it actuarially. It doesn't matter the result of this step. Just take the step, guys. Everyone knows the next step, as Vadim Zeland said. Imagine the end and live in the end. Be in the end because you are it. But then think and imagine of the very next step. What David Allen says, the very next physical action. And take that action because it doesn't matter whether you succeed in that action. Because the more actions you take towards that, of course, in a good feeling manner, in a healthy manner, in a balanced manner, then eventually you will get there. That's the actuarial way of looking things. That's the way to manipulate time, to use time to your advantage, because time is an illusion. Therefore, let's use it as an ally, not as an enemy. Use time to get rich. Remember, you have a lot of time. You're an infinite being. Just take it slow. Take the next step. Make sure that your actions are aligned with your interior emotional indicators. Don't take rash actions. Don't take actions that you know may be wrong or that are not right for you. Just take that action and know that eventually on this film roll you're going to get there because you already are there. Use time as an ally to get rich. We'll see you very soon. We're going to be making a lot more videos on the basis of interiorism as well as the basics of how to build wealth and how to maintain that for the times to come, guys. We are going into some economic hard times ahead. Many people will be suffering from that. You want to be the ones in your community who are able to take care of others, who are able to teach others, and who are able to get through and indeed benefit from the hard times coming. So until very soon, guys, we'll probably make another video tonight or tomorrow. Certainly for the rest of the week, we're going to be making very interesting videos. Remember, I am doing coaching calls. Email me. I will put in the description. We'll get on a coaching call, and I will take you through this modality hand by hand. Also, please subscribe to the channel. We are growing. We're getting to 1,000 subscribers very soon. That's going to make us a force to be reckoned with in the algorithm. We're going to be able to reach many people. I think this is a message whose time has come. It's time for us to reach more people. Thanks for watching. Until very soon, this is Javier with much love and appreciation. We'll see you later.